Hello everybody!
Hello there.
My name is Darren.
I'm Graham.
And I have seen one of the best films of 2016.
No, you haven't.
Well, I have.
Alright, take your word for it.
I have seen a film called Anomalisa. Alright, lost interest now because I snapped at you.
Yeah.
So...
I've lost interest because it sounds foreign.
No, it's not. In fact, it has has 3 actors in. That's all. And one of them is literally from about 20 miles down the road from where we're sat right now.
Really?
I
was just messing, by the way. I'm not a racist.
Okay. So Anomalisa is a stop-motion movie written by Charlie Kaufman.
Stop motion?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Right.
Why?
He's so angry today, isn't he?
No, I'm just... You asked me a thing that I just said, and I said I did, and you asked me if I'd said it again, and I agreed that I had.
Confirmed twice.
Yeah. If I say it, it is the law, and I said it is stop motion. So,
okay.
It is written by Charlie Kaufman. What?
What kind of stop motion? Like...
well, it's funny you should say that. It is actually a particular type of stop motion.
Okay.
I think it's called face replacement. I made that up.
Yeah, sounds made up.
But you know how, like, I don't know, Wallace and Gromit or something, they, like, have the things and then they, like, move them like that.
Yeah.
In this, you can quite clearly see a giant, like, gap between the head and the face where they clearly just take the faces and replace them as opposed to, like, move the face, like...
Right.
Yeah. So, is that answer to your question?
So is it a different type of stop motion? Because I imagine stop motion to be not only the figures and how they are moved, but also how it's filmed and... Do you know what I mean? So,
no, well, yeah.
So it's not actually different.
I don't
in
think
any way
either of us are expert enough in stop motion to be able to give an adequate answer to this question. All I can tell you is that the faces get replaced rather than tweaked. So the smile isn't made because they've, you know, grabbed the lips and pulled it up.
Well, that's not always the case. They often have, like,
no, I know they do, but they often replace heads and stuff.
Ones
But this is very much different face, different face, different face, different face, different face, and you can see that the face goes where it goes because you can see where the fucking big old line is.
That's interesting.
Okay. Is that an answer to your question?
Why didn't they just replace the head? Because you could just have, like, a neck
Well, because
pipe.
for a start, it's part of the story, because he has a dream where his face falls off and he starts to realise he's a puppet.
Okay.
It's written by Charlie Kaufman. I've said this 3 times now, and I feel this is key to you understanding the tone of the movie.
Yeah, okay, go on.
So, you know who Charlie Kaufman is?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's like all this other stuff.
Except stop motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you actually know who Charlie Kaufman is?
Yeah, it rings a bell. Yeah, it does.
What kind of stuff? Because I said, knowing who Charlie Kaufman is key to understanding the tone of this movie. Do you know who Charlie Kaufman is? You said yes. So I would guess that therefore means you know who he is to know what the tone of the movie is.
Yeah, it's like darkly humorous.
It is darkly humorous.
And just, you know.
What's your favourite Charlie Kaufman thing? Well, because he's a writer usually. So I don't want to say film because, you know, other people direct it. He has directed one film other than this that I can think of.
Yeah, Charlie Kaufman.
He co-directed this as well.
I liked him in Taxi.
You liked him in Taxi? You're thinking of, is it Andy Kaufman?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not him. He's the guy that wrote Being John Malkovich.
He wrote John Malkovich?
Not the guy from Taxi. Charlie Kaufman wrote Being John Malkovich.
I was going to say,
he wrote that and an adaptation with Nicolas Cage, in which Nicolas Cage plays a character called Charlie Kaufman.
Yeah. Wait, in what?
In adaptation. He plays Charlie and Donnie Kaufman, the twins.
The twins.
Yeah. Who are both scriptwriters.
Yeah.
In case that wasn't a clue. He also wrote Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
He did that as well?
Yeah. He wrote it, he didn't direct it.
Yeah, he wrote that. I know he wrote that.
Right.
Yeah.
So...
Because I knew.
So, anyway, so Anomalisa is like those things.
Anomalisa.
It reminded me tonally more of Being John Malkovich than the others. Why are you staring at me?
I'm not.
So, it's about a guy who is, I think, a complete dick. I don't know if you meant to think he is, but he definitely comes across like a dick to me. And he can only hear everyone else in one voice. So no matter who it is, whether it be his wife, his son, the guy, the taxi driver, the person at the hotel, whatever, they all sound like Tom Noonan, yeah? Who was an actor you might remember from... Do you remember that episode of Louis C.K. where some big fucking creepy priest guy made Louis C.K. nail the Jesus back on the cross? He's the guy, yeah. The big creepy guy also plays the Tooth Fairy in Manhunter.
I don't remember.
Oh. So he does every other voice.
Okay.
And then... So the main
is he
guy...
famous, the guy, the priest?
He's an actor.
Yeah.
He's not like, you know, Tom Cruise or anything, but
Okay.
If you know anything about movies, you might know who he is.
Slipped my mind.
If you've seen Manhunter, it's one of those. If you've seen him in that, you'll never forget him because he looks fucking creepy in it.
Is he multiple mix?
No, that's Silence of the Lambs. But I do love Multiple Mix's character.
I only know about that character because you keep banging on about him. But carry on.
Just whenever anything ever hits me in the face, I think it's a good reference to make. I feel like Multiple Mixes just flick something at me.
Yeah. Carry on.
So there's the main character played by David Thewlis. You know him?
Yeah.
He's the one from 20 Miles Down the Road.
Right. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, he's from Blackpool.
Yeah. He looks the type.
What? To be from Blackpool?
Yeah.
It's really weird him in Big Lebowski as well because he plays a Scouser. And it's weird, like, because usually if it's a mostly American movie, if someone's English, they'll be generic English. But then he's just like, how's it going? Yeah. What a weird choice, because that's not his natural accent either. It's not like he's just talked with his normal voice like generic English. He specifically decided to play a Scouser. Anyway, so he plays the main guy who can only hear everyone's voice as the same as Tom Noonan. And he's very disinterested in everyone else and very kind of selfish and stuff. That's why I think he's a prick. And then he overhears one person who's got the voice of Jennifer Jason Leigh, you know, the one from Hateful Eight.
I know all these people.
Well, okay. So
isn't she in Josie and the Pussycats as well?
I don't know, is she? She's also in Existence and Hoodsucker Proxy, if we're talking about Coens.
I might be wrong.
Maybe, I don't know. So then he starts a kind of, I wouldn't say a relationship because he is very self-involved, but he obviously gets an interest in her because she's different. So that's the film, and I fucking loved it. That's all I have to say, unless you have any questions.
No.
There's a sex scene in it which is very uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah. Is there anything else like that in any other of Kaufman's works?
What are you asking me?
Like sex scenes. Awkward sex scenes.
Oh, I don't know.
Was it intentionally awkward?
Yeah, the whole movie's... Well, it was intentionally realistic, I think, and they're two awkward characters, so it was over very quickly. And it was, you know, one of those, like, can I touch you here type ones. They've not known each other very long.
Do you mind if I touch you here?
Yeah, that's a reference to something that somebody we know once said that they'd heard their parents say. In
the bath?
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, sorry, one of them was in the bath.
Yeah.
It's just weird. It's like you're fishing for the bloody plug hole or something, you know what I mean?
Is that what you call it? I think he was fishing for the plug hole.
I was a bit too on the nose, I think, yeah, but anyway. Fishing for the plug hole. Sorry. Anyway, yeah.
So it's really good. There's a bit... she's such a nice person, clearly vulnerable. And
this is a puppet, yeah?
Stop motion, yeah. And that's the thing, like, you can clearly see that they're stop motion puppets, but you kind of forget, even though you don't forget, like, their movement is so kind of, like, human.
Well, it was like that in, what's it called, wasn't it? The
Kubo.
Kubo, yeah.
It definitely wasn't. In Kubo, you were always aware you're watching something animated, because it had a cartoony look about it.
Yeah.
Whereas this had a more real feel to it.
Right.
And,
and
they're so kind of, like, as characters, they're so kind of nervous and timid, and, well, not him, although he's kind of, like, bamboozled by this character, you know, that he can hear it as different to everyone else.
Oh, so he's aware of it, and he's kind of
I think he's actually mental. I think he's a mental person. I don't think it's, like, about two shy people or anything. I think it's about a head case, and someone that gets sucked into the head case is,
it's possibly just too involved.
Yeah, because I think you could see him as, like, a selfish prick. But I think, and like, that everyone else's voice is the same because he's so self-involved and give a shit about anyone else. But I think he's actually a mental person who hears everyone's, like, voices like that. Like, so the name of the hotel is apparently the name of a condition where that's true, where people think that everyone is one person inhabiting different bodies and that one person's out to get them.
Oh, right.
But it's not like that's in the movie, like, this is definitely what he's got. It could be ambiguous as to, you know, but I definitely think he's a crazy person.
Right.
So it's not about, like, one person finding themselves when they find another person. It's definitely about a crazy person and a shy person being sucked into his life and essentially, you know, taken advantage of in a way.
Alright.
But I could see why you might not think that and you think it's about something else. So it's very good. It's got some jokes in that I didn't think worked entirely, and it's got some, like, it's got like jokes in it where it's like set up payoff. I didn't need them, but they didn't bother me that they were there. But then it's got jokes where it's like, it's just funny because of the sort of humanness of it, you know, like the awkwardness between the two characters where you kind of laugh because of it. That I liked.
Yeah. A bit more, well, yeah, it brings the human element back into it, doesn't it, I suppose. How is the world built?
It's mostly set in a hotel.
How, like, I'm still thinking about, like, stop motion. Yeah, so is it, like, fabric and stuff, but, like, clearly miniaturized?
I don't know how to answer your question. It looks like a hotel room. Yeah. Anyway, bye everyone.
Okay, bye-bye.